I still haven't watched Breaking Bad because every time I sit down to start it, I notice there are new episodes of Homes Under the Hammer on the planner, and I have to watch those instead.
These two.
OK, so you have a planner, so this isn't... They're not next to each other on Netflix, these shows?
No, unbelievably, Homes Under the Hammer yet to break Netflix.
I've genuinely never seen it. What happens in Homes Under the Hammer?
So there's 3 houses each time, and they're all being sold. You see who buys them, and then they say, we're going to come back in 6 months' time to see what they've done to the house.
Whoa. They renovate the house?
You know, when I describe it, it doesn't sound as amazing as when I watch it.
So how many episodes of Homes Under the Hammer would you say you've watched?
Well, have I watched? What, like, ever? Goodness me.
There's too many. You sound like someone who's slept with so many people, they just have to round it down.
I would say...
300, I don't know, who's counting?
I would say a few hundred, a couple of hundred.
Ooh.
So the sleeping with thing or the...
No, we're talking about distressed semis here, so it's Homes Under the Hammer.
Give us the summary of your favourite episode.
Well, see, these days, it used to just have the 2 hosts, Martin and Lucy, and now they've gone 3 hosts. They've got Martin, Lucy, and Dion Dublin is now a host of Homes Under the Hammer as well.
Well, it was an obvious choice, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the
exactly.
ex-footballer who wants to help sell houses. Why is it...
Are you suggesting we shouldn't have ex-footballers on television, Lee?
You're a football fan as well, right?
Yes, I am.
If you saw Dion Dublin, would you go, wow, it's Dion Dublin that used to play for Man United? Or would you go, wow, it's Dion Dublin, the bloke who presents Homes Under the Hammer?
Oh, don't. Don't, Rob, you haven't.
Your hands are so big that when you did that, I felt a draft as well. That was incredible.
So, Lee, what are your team thinking?
Do you think this is true? First of all, do you believe he watches Homes Under the Hammer?
No.
What?
Do you believe...
You think he's made all of that up?
He's too clever for that.
The thing about Richard is he is very clever, but he's like high culture, low culture. He's one of those very well-educated, stupid
here,
people.
you know.
Do you know what? At 7'2", I bet you've never had to say that before.
So you're saying it's true?
You think it's...
I have to go with Sarah then.
I think it's true as well.
You're going with true?
Yeah.
OK. Richard?
It is... a lie.
I once prevented a burglar from breaking into my house by hiding behind the door and barking like 2 different dogs at him.
David's team.
First up, please do the 2 different dogs that you did. And say what the dogs were.
OK, well,
I doubt that Xander, in his state of panic, went, first I'll do a Yorkshire Terrier, then I'll do... No, not an Airedale, a Retriever.
I can't do a Retriever. I can't do a Retriever. I've tried. No, what I tried to do... The effect I was going for was of scratching paint and doing... What I wanted to give an illusion of was weight and snuffling. So I went for...
Has anyone got Scooby Snack?
And dog 2, the different dog. Maybe a smaller dog, the mastermind.
One was this. No, the other one... I'm just worried about this, but it was...
What? Did this frighten the burglar? Did he run off?
Did he break into the house, Chris? No.
You're crouching down behind a door.
Yes.
And a burglar is also coming through the door.
Well, what was happening was the burglar was busy, was at the door trying to force his way in by shoulder barging. The door wasn't open, but he was trying to break the jam.
So this was at night?
And is your bed is your bed right by your front door?
No, it's not. My bed is in my bedroom.
Classic.
Yeah. I thought because that's the last place
thought,
they'll look.
hello, somebody's shoulder barging the front door.
I was woken up by thunk on the door, and I was just thinking, what do I do?
So did you hear he was barging away? Brum, brum, and you were then suddenly snuffling away at the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And then he what? And then what? He paused, did he?
He paused.
And then
he went away. I think it weirded him out.
Why didn't you do the noise of a scary dog?
It sounded like a hamster.
This is a very big hamster. That would...
That's scary, actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
big
actually very
hamster.
scary.
But don't you have a burglar alarm, Xander?
I never set a burglar alarm.
Not on national television.
OK, David, what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's so daft, and he's so daft. And it's such a ridiculous vision. I think it's almost certainly true.
Mel?
I'm the yin to your yang.
Are you really?
I'm saying it's a lie, a big fat one. I want you to override me again, David.
No,
I want you to override me.
sorry, if I do that again, it won't be special. I just don't think a burglar would try and shoulder barge the front door.
Okay.
I think a murderer might try and shoulder barge the front door.
So, therefore, your answer is...
Lie.
Lie. OK. Xander, was that the truth or was it, in fact, a lie?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it is, in fact, a lie.
I was once mugged by a fox.
These two.
Was it Edward Fox?
I didn't catch his name, please.
So, when was this?
This was... I was probably about 18.
18?
Yes, about 11 years ago. I'm only 29.
And what did he get? Your glacier mints?
No! I was on a night out with my friends, and I'd split from my friends, and my friend didn't live too far from where we had the night out.
Where, Rylan? Which part of the country?
It was in Essex. It was in Romford. So I decided to walk back to his, and he lives in, like, a cul-de-sac, like a dead-end road.
Yeah, we know what a cul-de-sac is.
What you don't know is that in Romford they're quite posh.
Yeah.
It's an important detail.
It's a very important detail, a cul-de-sac.
That's French.
Yeah.
So it's only dead end, literally, not metaphorically. These people are going places.
It depends what side of Romford.
Right, yeah.
So I'm walking down his road, and as I'm walking down this road, there's a wall, and there was a fox on the wall, and I was a little bit...
On the wall?
On the wall, just perched
What's
on the
he
wall.
doing up there?
Just looking at me. And, you know, I don't know if anyone else does this, but if there's, like, a fox or anything, I just sort of stamped my foot and went, you know, for it to run away. Instead, the fox slyly crawled down the wall and walked towards me.
Oh, my word.
Like, really slowly as well.
All right.
Which put me on edge. Now, I've got my phone in one hand and my wallet in the other. I was wearing an extremely skinny pair of trousers. I had no pockets, right? So, as I've gone, like, what the hell is going on with this fox? The fox jumped towards me. It leapt off of all of its legs.
Yeah.
And
Whoa. How many legs?
4. All 4 of
Can I
its
just check?
legs.
Does that add up?
Yeah.
OK, come on.
Thank you. And in the ruckus, like the panic, I've gone, oh, and dropped my phone and wallet, and it grabbed my wallet in its mouth and ran away.
It ran away with the wallet?
It ran away with my wallet in its mouth.
When you rang your bank, were there any unauthorised uses of your credit card?
Well, it's funny because I did have to ring the bank the following day and I said, my wallet's been stolen, I need to cancel my
direct
cards.
debit from a chicken coop.
And they said, oh, that's fine, we can cancel your cards, but if you could get a crime reference number because you've said it's been stolen, we need to just log it on the system. I said, yeah, that's fine. So I had to ring the police and describe the assailant.
And how did you describe him?
Ginger and fluffy.
He didn't take the phone, did he?
No, I kept the phone. I was very lucky.
And did it come back? Did you?
No.
It never came back?
Never found it again, so there's some fox out there having a right old jolly up.
What do you think? Could it be true?
Did you not make any attempt to chase him, or...?
No, I was just in a panic, and I just wanted to get to the nearest point of safety.
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. On the one hand, I don't think he's telling the truth. On the other hand, I've never got one of these right in my entire life. So,
Wow.
balancing...
You didn't tell us that before we booked you.
No.
For what it's worth, I've never got anything right on the chase.
Neither have I.
You surprised me. I don't think he's telling the truth, no.
I think he's lying.
OK, yeah, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. Rylan, mugged by a fox. Truth or lie?
It is, in fact, very true, and I'm embarrassed.
I once turned down £1,000 to eat a spoonful of spam.
When were you offered £1,000 to do that?
About 2.5 years ago.
But who would offer you that?
2 of my friends.
Oh, there we go. Yes, I see. Did they want you to do it naked? Was it those two?
It was those two, yes.
Oh, he was Ant and Dec.
It actually was Ant and Dec.
Again?
Sorry.
Yes.
And the
No,
play...
not again.
Got you.
Yes, not again. It was Britain's Got Talent, and then at the time I was doing the spin-off show, Britain's Got More Talent.
I thought you were going to go, Britain's Got Talent. I was doing the spin-off show. Oh, no, they haven't.
Why didn't you do it? I can't understand why £1,000 to eat a spoonful of spam.
It's because I'm a very plain eater.
And you think spam's just a bit too exotic?
No.
When you say you're plain in your eating, give us some parameters here.
Have you ever had any bread and butter?
Yes, I'm very good with bread and butter.
Cheese?
Cheese, now there's a problem.
OK.
If friends are cooking or they're having a dinner party or having you round, you must be a nightmare.
You know, I remember once I had to hide food in my pocket.
Right. Well, hide food you didn't want to eat?
Yeah.
So as to...
Yeah, meatballs.
Yeah. So do you dress for a dinner party? You'll dress in sort of waterproof, pocket-filled clothing so that I can deal with anything. Oh, this is delicious. Oh, lovely. A salmon. And then you just go, oh, I've put on so much weight over dinner. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Like a trawlerman.
And why are you like this? I mean, what is wrong with you? It strikes me as very juvenile, it strikes me as undeveloped, immature, and it strikes me you want to get a grip of yourself.
That's it!
Truth or lie?
I think he's telling the truth.
I think he could be telling the truth.
I think we're going to go with true.
All right, they're saying it's true. Stephen, you fussy eater, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
OK. This is a hat from my hat collection. I wear one whenever I throw a dinner party.
OK, now take out the possession, the hat.
Please be a fez.
Wow, let's see.
There we are, how's that?
Wow.
You should wear that in the boardroom. That would be terrifying.
Right, just pop it down there. So, David's team, what do you think?
What sort of hat is that, Nick?
That hat is the hat of a Kazakhstan border guard.
Can we have a look at it?
Yes.
Lee,
Well,
it's a hat.
Oh, yes, it's his hat, isn't it?
Thank you.
I would love to see you wearing that hat, David.
Well, I'd be very proud to wear it. It's a bit small for me. Very fetching, though.
Would you like to tell us how you came by this?
Yes.
Then
I
please
happened
do.
to be dawdling my way through Kazakhstan. And on the way out of Kazakhstan, I thought it would be sad to leave that great country without a souvenir.
Did this belong to a border guard? Did you...?
I'm going to let that one pass.
Is that what you said as you walked through?
Are you implying that you stole it?
I'm not really. I'm pleading the fifth on that one.
Now, can you tell me something about your hat parties?
Yes.
What happens at these hat parties?
Wherever I go, I try and pick up a national hat. So I have one from Kyrgyzstan, from Mongolia, from Kazakhstan, from Russia.
So you have a whole assortment of ridiculous
I
military
keep them on
hats.
a beam on my house, and we have all the different hats up there. And when dinner parties get rowdy, we put our hats on.
Wow.
I want to go to that party.
Yeah. Is everyone allowed to wear these hats, or is it just you and
No,
Mrs. Nick?
everybody's got to pick their hats, and then sometimes during dinner we change them around.
Wild.
How do you swap the hats around? Like keys in a bowl sort of thing?
No, you just... Oh, may I have a go with yours?
I think it's very much like the keys in the bowl.
David, I'd like you to take a guess now, please.
I think this is true.
You think it's true? OK. Nick, is it true or is it a lie?
True.
And here's a picture of Nick in another of his favourite hats. Isn't that nice?
I have 2 chillies tattooed on my back, but I'm having them covered up because they look like carrots.
Lee's team, what do you think of that faltering delivery?
Well, whereabouts are they on your back?
They're on this side.
I know where the back is.
Sort of down on my shoulder.
When did you have them done?
15, 20 years ago.
Why did you choose the 2 red chillies?
I was in Bali, and we were on an island called Lombok.
I don't remember this.
And Lombok...
Just during my drinking phase.
I know you've got tattoos.
What are the other tattoos?
Horns.
Where's that?
On my hips.
One on each side?
Yeah.
What, so your belly button looks like a ram's nose?
Not my belly button.
What?
She said, not my belly button.
Nice.
What can I say?
A bit of sauce from McCall. I like it.
Did you choose chilies so that if a bloke came across them, he'd think, she's hot stuff?
Yeah, well, I would think that if people didn't think they were carrots.
Either that or here's something I don't want in my mouth for too long.
So you were in Bali. Who were you in Bali with?
My boyfriend at the time.
Changed now?
Yeah.
Right.
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Well, that's fair enough,
so
Lee.
you went...
You're all right with that?
I'm fine with that,
15 years ago. Relationships change, you know?
No, I'm starting to dislike you.
What do you reckon?
What do you think, Janet?
Lie.
Fib.
Fib?
Big fib.
Omid?
Lie, definitely.
Omid says it like he's passing sentence.
I actually think it's true, but my team think it's not true. And who am I to overrule her?
So, Lee, I really do need a...
OK, I'll go with my team and I'll say that that is, in fact, a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Davina McCall, is it true or is it a lie?
Let's have a look, then.
I need somebody to help.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Carrots, well...
So please welcome this week's special guest, Sid. So, Chris Tarrant, what is Sid to you?
This is my dentist, Sid, and I had to drive her to A&E after biting her finger during a checkup.
Right, Mel, could you explain how you know Sid?
This is Sid. We once posed as members of an orchestra to gain backstage access to meet our idol.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Sid?
This is Sid. Last year...
Sorry. There's something about you that I don't think you know any women or anyone called Sid.
In which case you'll be saying that it's a lie.
Correct.
This is Sid.
Lie.
This is Sid. Last year, she rescued me when a seaside donkey went haywire with me on its back.
Can I just say, I retract my earlier comment, true.
So, there we have it. Chris's disgruntled dentist, Mel's orchestral imposter, or David's seaside saviour. Lee, where do you want to start?
Where should we start? Let's start with Chris. What was she doing that made you bite down so hard?
She's actually a very accomplished dentist. Her real name is Sydney Matthews. She is the junior partner in a company called Matthews and Priddy in Weybridge in Surrey.
Whoa.
Who are
Sorry,
top
her real name is
dentist.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Sydney, girl's name Sydney.
I couldn't understand what he was saying, but now someone shouted it really loudly in Welsh. It's a lot clearer. so, sorry, Chris, say it again.
I fixed up to go and have a temporary crown taken out and put the proper one in.
Oh, yeah. Coronation, was it? You're getting above yourself, Tarrant.
So she starts doing this little bit of drilling, and of course you've got so much glue in your mouth. I'm going, it really hurts, I want to unattack it. And she said, what? At which point I bit her finger, in fact 2 fingers, really quite badly. And she is pouring blood.
And has Sid treated you since?
No, but she's due to in about 3 months, so I'm trying to be quite nice to her.
Right, do you want to move on to another suspect?
David, what did it do, the donkey?
It ran suddenly in one direction with me on its back.
No.
Yes.
Where were you? I bet he says
was on
Blackpool.
No, I was on the beach. It was in Norfolk.
And a beach in Norfolk. Do you know which beach? I know Norfolk quite well. Which beach in Norfolk was it?
Oh, damn. It was Great Yarmouth.
When was this?
It was last year.
Do they let adults ride donkeys?
Good question. Ask him.
Yes, they do. They did. I got on the donkey, it went haywire.
What?
You saying I'm a liar? The donkey went haywire and Sid rescued me.
But what scared the donkey?
Yeah, I can answer that.
What scared...
You haven't explained why you were on the donkey. When I look at you, I don't think donkey.
Thank you.
I think Mel does.
The aim was... One child of some friends of mine wanted to have a donkey ride and then sort of was a bit nervous of the donkey ride. And I said, well, I'd have a donkey ride to sort of demonstrate that it was, you know, fine and safe.
Oh,
and,
so it was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
It was an absolute disaster. A very, very sad day.
Did you have to pay for the ride?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember roughly what that was?
I think roughly about £1,000. Might have been less than £1,000. Certainly not a million.
Would it be
not
fair
a
to
million
say-
pounds. And it wasn't like 4p.
David, how did Sid rescue you?
She had a geographical advantage on the donkey because I don't think I'm being rude to Sid to say that she probably couldn't have matched this crazed beast for speed. She was over where the donkey was headed, sort of near there, and was able to intercept and grab the bit of string that's attached to a donkey's face.
It's like having Zara Phillips with us, isn't it? Yeah. It really is.
I've literally never seen a donkey in your life.
Right, what about Mel, then?
Just remind us again of your story.
This is Sid.
Yeah.
And we once posed as members of an orchestra.
Yeah.
To meet our idol.
Right.
Who's the idol, just for fun?
Leslie Judd, the ex-Blue Peter presenter.
Don't need to tell me who Leslie Judd is.
So does Leslie Judd also play in an orchestra?
Not that I know of.
What was she doing there?
What was she doing there?
She was hosting the event.
Where was it?
It was in Oxford Town Hall.
And you were how old?
16.
You say you posed as orchestra members. How did you go and buy an instrument?
We borrowed from a friend, funnily enough, a cello case.
Well, that's all you'd need, because one of you gets in it.
Yeah.
So hang on, when you were 16, I'm just thinking this through. Leslie Judd, as we all know, is a Blue Peter presenter back in the glorious heyday
Fab Four.
of
The Fab
Blue
Four.
Peter. Exactly.
Noakes, Purvis, Singleton, Judd.
When grown-ups used to...
Yeah.
When grown-ups used to host
Exactly.
Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Great times.
Did it work?
We got past security.
I'm not sure about this security business, to be honest with you. I can imagine a meeting.
Town Hall.
Oxford Town Hall, where they're going, here we got on next week. Leslie Judd is hosting an orchestra. We're going to need some security.
Did she sign anything for you?
She did, yep. I had a Blue Peter annual.
Yeah.
I think Leslie was in circus gear on the front.
I've got that one.
Oh, that's
Yes.
All right, we need an answer, so... What are you going to say?
I think it's Chris.
You think Chris,
Because
bitter lady?
Sid, more importantly,
Yeah.
looks like she could be a very good dentist.
No, you see, I have to disagree. I disagree. If we're going by looks alone, I'd say she's more likely to have manhandled a donkey. Well, we can't just go by looks, can we?
I think she looks like a really lovely friend of Mel's.
We need an answer, so...
Alex thinks it's Chris. Are you sticking with that?
I'm sticking 100%.
And Lee, presumably, you think me?
Despite my real gut reaction that it's David, I would say, of the two, we will go with Mel. Or will we go with Chris?
Split the difference. Me!
Go on, let's say Mel.
You're saying Mel. OK, so, Sid, would you like to reveal your true identity?
My name is Sid, and Mel and I posed as members of an orchestra in order to meet our idol.
I can always remember all my ex-girlfriends' names and the order in which I went out with them because their initials happen to make the acronym B.E.R.M.U.D.A.
OK, off we go. B.E.R.M.U.D.A. B.
What?
B.
B.
Will you please give me the names of all your ex-girlfriends and make the acronym Bermuda as quickly as possible, please?
OK. Brenda.
Brenda. Superb. Brenda is still as popular a name as ever. E.
Sorry?
Ethel. I'm helping you. What's the next one?
Ethel.
E.
Is it Ethel?
No, it's not Ethel.
Enid.
No, it's not Enid. Have another guess. Erin.
Sorry?
Erin.
Erin. OK.
I just spelled Bermuda. Well, I know, I was joking, yes. Sorry, R. That was R. That was actually Regine.
Sorry?
Regine.
Regime, as in regime change?
No.
Next up after Regine.
Regine was the lovely Molly. Molly. I could tell you a thing or two about Molly, but this isn't the time.
Next one.
What about you?
This is the weird one. Right?
They're all a bit weird.
Not actually her name, right? But in my nickname for her, Una.
What was her real name?
Sally.
Why did you call Sally Una?
Because Una Stubbs played Aunt Sally in Where's the Gummidge.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good.
He's good.
Yeah, Dave, experimental year. If you've forgotten it, I'll never forgive you. Happy days, Dave.
Dave, the D, that's what you're saying. The D is Dave.
Of course I'm not.
OK.
Delia. Not the Delia. And may I say, not my mother, who was called Delia. True story. Definitely not her.
But that's why it popped into your head now as you were making it up. And A
was Alex.
That certainly is a serendipitous series.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't serendipitous. I wouldn't have been able to do that.
What was the M again?
What?
The M again?
Molly.
And the E?
Was... What? The E. I'll tell you exactly what the E was.
The E was...
It was, in fact. I'll tell you exactly... Erin!
You!
What?
And the U!
And I
the
loved
U!
her. No?
The U!
Sally.
Real name?
Sally.
Yes. Come on, Lee, you know this. The D.
Give me a D.
The D was...
Mummy. Deirdre.
The E.
Give me an E. Erin.
The B.
Give me a B. That was a long time ago, to be fair. Brenda.
And the R.
And the R was Regine. Regine. Little Regine.
Yeah. Well,
Is that a name?
Regine. It's a name, isn't it? Tell me it's a name. Regine's a name. Anything's a name, isn't it? I went out with a girl called Cupboard for 3 weeks. Not a joke.
Where did Cupboard come in the Bermuda list?
Oh, she was before I invented the acronym system.
Sorry, it was a system. It didn't happen by accident. You were seeking out people beginning with these letters. What was it about the island of Bermuda?
Because all my ex-girlfriends went missing.
So what do you think, David? What does your team think?
I think it's a lie.
Would he go with somebody called Brenda?
What do you mean, would I go? Yes, she was Miss World, right? She came and she said to me, I really like you. And I went, I like you. What's your name? Brenda. Forget it.
So what's it going to be, David?
I think it's preposterous because it's preposterous.
I think it's a lie. I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
Lee, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Of course I was telling a lie.
Oh, yes, well done.
For 3 days running, I accidentally ate cat food for dinner.
David's team.
Right. So, how did this happen?
It was an accident.
Yes. But it happened for 3 days. So we're looking at 9 meals.
Now, I didn't eat every meal, but I ate on one of the meals, one at lunchtime, one at snack, and one at dinner, but not necessarily in that order.
And I'm assuming you thought the cat food was something else.
Why would you assume that?
Well, because otherwise, Des, it's not an accident.
Was it wet or dry cat food?
I'm not a cat, I don't know.
No, but as a, you know, a highly evolved mammal, you do know the difference between wet and dry.
It depends what we're talking about.
Des, have you got a cat?
No.
There's a chink in this, isn't it? There's a little chink in this.
I would point out that this didn't happen at home, obviously.
Oh, I see. Right. Where did it happen?
Abroad. I was abroad in a foreign country.
Which foreign country, Des?
Which foreign country? I didn't see their flag, but I was...
How did you eventually find out that it was cat food?
I'd rented a place. It was in Spain, right? I'd rented a villa, and I had to go and do my own shopping. And I was walking around, and I saw these tins with a little fish on the side, and I thought, well, that'll do. You know, I don't speak Spanish, not that well, anyway. And I brought it back, and I was opening it, and the lady who was doing the house went, no, 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 meow, 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 meow.
What did you think it was, Des?
I thought it was a kind of fish.
Like a tuna, perhaps?
Yes.
I'm surprised there wasn't a picture of a cat on...
Why would there be a picture of a cat?
They always have a picture of a cat.
You don't get a picture of a human on a pot noodle, do you?
You always have a picture of a cat on cat food. Always. Even in Spain.
Not always.
Always.
I can give you an example when there wasn't.
What?
Let's tell him again.
Right, David, what are you going to say? What's your guess here? Is he telling the truth, Annie?
Well, I'm beginning to think it's true, I must say. I'm sorry, Des.
I'm coming round to it.
OK, so David...
Yeah, I think it's true.
So, Des, are you telling the truth or telling a lie?
Well, they all think it's the truth, but it's the truth.
I once had to go all the way to Bradford just to make a phone call to prove I was in Bradford. Please, team.
OK. Why would you have to do that? Why?
Yes.
First of all, where were you living at the time?
I was living in Birmingham.
For what reason did you have to go to Bradford?
To make a phone call.
OK. Who were you phoning?
Who was my dad, actually.
And your dad lived in?
Birmingham.
Were you living at the family home at the time?
I was, yeah.
You leave your family home to go to Bradford?
Yes.
Phone your father in Birmingham?
Yes.
To prove you're in Bradford?
That's it, absolutely. What was your reason for being in Bradford?
Well, to make the phone call,
Yes.
you said.
I think it's better if you stay out of it.
Rob, can I just say, we already know why he was there. He was there, we all know, there's no doubt about why he was there. He was there to prove he was in Bradford, to phone his dad. We know that. There's just one tiny, it's only tiny, tiny thing, if you could just you just get that for me.
Yeah.
And that tiny thing is, what are you talking about? Just that. Once I've got that, the rest of it is all in place. It's just that little thing that I want to know.
All right, I'm working that out.
Yeah.
OK. I've got it. Why did you need to prove to your father that you were in Bradford?
Sorry, don't, Rob. I said that exact sentence. Don't make it out that I was going, melons!
I'm just one of life's natural communicators. I'm able to convey it.
Unless Adil's going to say to me, if only you could say it in a soft Welsh accent, I'd understand. None of that made sense, you interpreting for me.
Could you put it in a Welsh accent and then we could try? Here we go.
That's it.
So the question, Adil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Why were you in Bradford?
Why?
No! I know what he's going to say.
You're trying to trick me here.
Where were you, specifically? Don't say Bradford. Whereabouts in Bradford were you?
When I called him, I was at the coach station.
Why did he need to know you were at Bradford coach station?
Because that's where I told him I was going.
Why? Where are you going?
I told him I was going to a university open day.
At Bradford?
At Bradford, yeah.
Right. Now, am I right in saying that you weren't really going to this university open day?
Yeah.
You were lying to your father.
Yeah.
So you were going to Bradford to
Were you
pretend
going to
you're
Bradford
there.
at all? I wasn't intending to go to Bradford.
Where were you intending to go?
Birmingham. But you were already in
You were in
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I know.
But you had to go to Bradford because you see the number come up on the phone?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you very much. What was happening in Birmingham to stop you wanting to go to Bradford? I wanted to go to a gig in Birmingham.
Music gig?
Yes, that's right.
did you-
It was an Asian club night. My dad thought I was at an open university day in Bradford. But I was in Birmingham to go out to this club night and I just happened to bump into my dad. And he says, I thought you were supposed to be in Bradford. And I said, I'm on my way. So he goes, get to Bradford.
And when you get there, phone me.
Yeah, make sure you call me.
And you know as you're going, the only reason is because you know the number is going to be recognised, as opposed to phoning from Birmingham and pretending you're in Bradford.
Yeah, because I was worried that he might try and call me back. So, you know, you get to a phone box.
Oh, I
and
see.
Then, and then he goes, let me call you back, son. What did you do? I couldn't get back because I've got a late coach.
Why don't you just go to the Open University, wherever it was?
Well, I didn't want to go to the Open University. I want to go to the club night.
But you're not going to the club night, that's it. You can't go to the
There
club
was
night.
no university thing. I'd made that bit up.
Oh, it wasn't even...
You made that up?
Oh, you'd made it up?
Yeah. So, you're in Bradford. Yeah. It's the evening. Yeah. What are you going to do? Well, basically, so I realised that, you know, what do you do if you're on your own in Bradford? You go and find a fellow Asian, you know. So I went into this pizza place near the station and I just sort of put on the role of a vulnerable Pakistani student and just said, you know, I need help and I want pizza. And he gave you a pizza for nothing? Not only did he give me a pizza, stroke of luck, he let me stay in a room that night.
Why didn't you just go back to Birmingham?
Because I couldn't get a coach. It was late. It was late.
If it was too late, it would be after 10 o'clock or something, so you went to the open day...
There's no open day.
It's a very...
There is no open
It's a
day.
very...
He has told his father...
Sally.
I'm now all over this.
Yeah.
He's told his dad there's an open day. The open day doesn't exist.
In Bradford.
It's only there as a lie so he can pretend he's going to it and spending the night. He wants to go to the Asian club night now. His dad catches him in the street and goes, get yourself off to Bradford, you'll be late. He goes, oh, yeah, I've forgotten all about that. He gets on the bus. He goes up to Bradford. He's now going to ring the dad because he knows that he'll phone him back. And then he's now in Bradford. He can't get the bus back. It's far too late. There's no open weekend. But luckily, he's starving, and as we all know, there's one thing that the Asian community like. It's a pizza. And then he goes... The famous Pakistani pizza!
Can I just ask you, did you like the look of the university? I mean, did it appeal to you? Oh, all right, so Lee, what do you seem to know it better than him?
Yes.
I think it's true because he threw up a lot of smokescreen tissue, smokescreen.
So he's covering up. I know what you mean.
He told us nothing.
He told us nothing, which is, I think, why it's true.
What do you think, Bob?
I think it's true.
Do you think it's true?
Yeah.
Then I'll go with my team and say
We're all
it's true.
going for true. OK. Adil, was that true or was that a lie? Sorry, Dad, it was a true.
When I was a teacher, whilst trying to explain a tricky concept, I accidentally locked a pupil in a cupboard.
David's team.
OK. What was the concept? Was it the concept of imprisonment?
It was a maths lesson. I was teaching the topic of probability and chance.
What's the chances of getting locked in the cupboard?
Well, that became an extra learning objective. That wasn't the main one. I was trying to get across the idea of
Narnia.
Yeah. I was trying to get them to understand how to explain the concept of probability. So the idea was that if you had, like, an alien arrive on Earth, how would you explain probability?
Which would be the first thing you'd do, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, actually,
Put the laser down, let me talk to you about maths.
Yeah.
Romesh, what age group was this?
So this is year 8, so 11, 12 years old.
So...
what happened is I needed somebody to pretend to be an alien.
OK.
So I selected a child from the class. I didn't just go out and look for one.
How did you select? Did you go for the little green one with the pointy ears?
Well, no, actually, what it was is I thought I was doing a good thing because, you know, you get some kids that are sort of... they have problems making friendships and stuff like that. And I had a kid like that in the class, so I thought I'd bring him out of himself.
You chose the kid that got bullied to be the alien. So that the rest of the class can point at him and go, alien.
I mean, to be fair, I thought we were just playing a game. I didn't realise this was an Ofsted inspection. So basically what it was, I was trying to make it realistic.
OK.
So I said to him, why don't we pretend this cupboard is like a transformation chamber? You know, you go in the cupboard, you go in as a boy.
Oh, it's just getting worse, isn't it? One of my kids came home from school and described this scene. I'd be down that school like a shot.
And how surprised would you then be to see that teacher on the BBC a few years later?
In the current climate, not surprised at all.
Basically, I said to him, you're going to go into the cupboard, you're going to transform into an alien.
What was the concept again you're trying to teach the kid?
Probability.
Probability?
Yeah.
We haven't got to that bit yet. We're going to find out when he steps out.
Oh, right now we're trying to find out how to transform to an alien right now.
That's what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to him coming out. We never get that far, do we? What am I talking about?
At the next Ofsted inspection, a small skeleton was discovered.
And they said, what are the chances of that? And they said, well, interesting, you should ask that. What were you going to do, though? That's what I want to know. If he hadn't got locked in, what were you going to do?
The idea was that he was going to come out and be the alien, and then I was going to get different kids to...
different kids to... Don't lose confidence.
So, I was going to get different kids to explain to him what probability was. So he was going to be like the dummy alien, and then he'd be like... Boo, boo, boo. And then...
Never to be bullied again.
I can't help feeling that I'm a little bit under attack here.
It's all right, because you may be lying, in which case you're off the hook. Why does it help to understand probability, to get children to explain it to an alien?
So basically, in order to get the idea that a kid understands a concept, them explaining it and that explanation being clear illustrates that they have learnt it completely.
So Romesh, you've sort of left it that he's in the cupboard. He got in.
Yeah.
What happened?
I realised I couldn't open the door to let him out. So I sort of started looking around for other teachers to help me. And they said, actually, the cupboard, it can be opened from the inside. The problem came when I said to him, you're going to have to come out the cupboard, just open it from the inside. And he replied... because he was being an alien.
Right.
So that extended the problem. And he was in there for 20 minutes.
So he came out in the end, he eventually opened it, he came out and...
Well, the lesson was ruined.
What are you thinking, David?
I do know that Romesh used to be a maths teacher.
Oh, OK.
Right.
So, and that, you know, education's loss was show business's gain. There were so many gaps in the story, I just...
Yeah, the story wasn't really adding up, right? For a maths teacher,
I like
We think it's a lie, do we?
I think it might be.
It's a lie for all of you. OK. Romesh, truth or lie?
The story is true.
I was once unable to wave at Prince Charles because I was holding a wounded seagull.
Please, T.
Is that your nickname for David?
I think it might be.
First of all, why were you holding a wounded seagull?
I was taking it to a vet.
Right.
Can I ask, where was this and what was the event that Prince Charles was attending?
It was in London. I saw him out of the window of my car.
You were driving?
Initially, the seagull was on the passenger seat.
Right.
But it got a bit jumpy.
I've seen you drive.
So I picked it up because I was worried it would flap around the car.
So basically you're driving like Rod Hull?
It was wrapped in a blanket.
Why did you have an injured seagull in your car?
I'd seen an injured seagull in the road.
Yeah.
And I picked it up to take it to a vet. Prince Charles was standing on the steps of a town hall, a grand building, and he waved, I suppose...
He waved at you?
Well, I think he was waving more generally. I felt I should wave, but that would have required letting go of the seagull.
Did the seagull get treated by the vet? Did the seagull recover? Do you know where the seagull is now?
To keep in touch.
He's here tonight.
The vet practice accepted the seagull for treatment. I don't know what became of it.
And then you just left him there?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you what happened to that seagull. And before you got back into your car... Sorry, that was a duck.
Can I just ask you a question? Have you hosted a light entertainment programme before?
They were very nice about it. I said I found this little creature in the road. I let them keep the blanket.
How sentimental was the blanket?
Not very.
So what does David hold now when he's stressed?
Have you always had a soft spot for wounded animals?
Yes.
All right. What do you think, Asim? Is she telling the truth?
I kind of want to believe it because it's a lovely story, but I don't know.
If he really waved at her, she's dropping the seagull, she's waving back. So at least she'd have lifted the seagull a bit and
going, look, can't wave, seagull.
Don't worry, it's not a swan.
So what's it going to be, Lee?
Say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK. Victoria, were you just telling us the truth, or were you telling us a lie?
It was true.
Whoa! So please welcome this week's special guest, Matthew. So, Richard, what is Matthew to you?
This is Matthew. When we were 9 years old, we co-founded an atheists' club.
Clive, what is Matthew to you?
This is Matthew, and when he was filming me reporting on a rise in street crime, someone took his camera.
And then finally, Lee, what is your relationship with Matthew?
This is Matthew. I had to foot his dry cleaning bill after my fidget spinner landed in his soup.
So there we have it. Is Matthew Richard's atheist ally, Clive's cameraless cameraman, or Lee's dirty diner? David's team. Who would you like to start with?
Richard.
Yes.
Atheists Club.
Yes.
Well, there's an obvious question, isn't there? At what point did you decide to lie about your atheism just to earn money from the Church of England?
Matthew and I were boy trebles, choristers together at prep school, and we sang in the choir together, and at the age of 9, we formed the School Chapel Choir Atheists Club.
Wow.
As a protest against the blandishments of religion and as a refusal to submit to the mythical and tyrannical deity forced upon us.
Richard, it's Christmas. I'll bet you had a lovely voice as well, because, you know, with the Communards, you were lovely, weren't you?
Well, that wasn't me singing in the...
Have you ever interviewed a rock star before? With the Communards, you were lovely, weren't you? Next week, Mick Jagger. If they're Rolling Stones, you were lovely, isn't it?
I don't believe that a 9-year-old would have bonked his Christmas stocking on the head like that.
Well, that's a very interesting point. Did you still have a Christmas stocking?
Well, I would suspend my atheism if there was any chance of personal reward.
OK, I believe that. Yes, yeah. And now you've done so with your whole career.
Exactly.
Yeah. So at what point did you begin to doubt your doubts?
At what point did I wake from the slumber of atheism?
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
That came along much later, when I was in my late 20s, after a period of turbulence in life, and I realised that what I had acquired unknowingly all those years ago in the choir was actually... I was good to go with it.
And that was after the communards, a time at which, I will say, you were lovely.
Thank you very much.
Was it just you and Matthew, or were there other non-believers?
No, there was Porky Hamblin as well.
Porky Hamblin?
Yeah. Porky Hamblin sounds like a cartoon character that they used to advertise
you read in the
pies.
He was only
Were you brought up in an Enid Blyton?
Porky Hamblin was a barrister who became a Pilates teacher in Market Harborough.
Could you harmonise now together, you and Matthew?
No,
Like,
Matthew's
bring-
not allowed to make
not allowed to
not?
sing. I've got a lovely voice, so
Could you?
if you wanted to sing, we could.
Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exultation.
Oh, you did that. I went for that as well. I went for the desk hand.
OK.
What would be the atheist version of that?
It would be a largely silent howl of punk rage.
Right. Who would you like to question next?
Clive, you were filming a segment about street crime.
Rising levels of street crime, yeah. And Matthew was filming me doing a piece to camera. And it often happens when you're in the middle of the street and, you know, things are going on and so forth. People are coming up behind you and mooning, or they come up and doing this kind of thing while you're trying to do the piece to camera.
That's me.
Yeah. And this kid comes up behind and goes like this. I, of course, didn't see him do that, but Matthew saw that
Definitely
happen.
a kid, not a rabbit.
He took one hand off the lens to say, "Get out the shot." And someone ran up behind him and just grabbed the camera off him.
Wow. The camera's quite big and heavy.
Yeah,
They're
very.
heavy, exactly. So he legged it with the camera, with holding it by the handle, running like this.
Yes.
Me and Matthew legged it after him, and because they're quite heavy, he couldn't continue that far, so he just dropped it.
So you got the camera back, but presumably it was badly damaged.
It was a bit knackered, yeah. But the main thing was the film was intact.
But a television camera, that's not a very useful thing for them to steal, is it?
You flog it.
It's pretty noticeable, isn't it? If you go, we've got this television camera. It's my granny's.
You'd be surprised.
What you want is an iPhone or some cash, don't you? I mean, kids, what you want is an iPhone or some cash.
Can I touch Matthew's arms to feel his muscles?
Yes, you can.
Because if you're a cameraman, you've got to have guns,
Yes,
right?
well, feel free.
Okay.
Bear in mind...
Not necessarily. A lot of guys wear braces now.
Bear in mind, Matthew's not allowed to speak.
Right.
So
I won't engage.
None of your probing questions.
Not gonna... Thank you. Quite strong. And the other one? Wow. You work out.
Does he?
No, not a word.
I'll tell you what, I wish I hadn't dropped my fidget spinner in his suit. I wouldn't have done it if I'd have known that.
OK, now, what about Lee? He's having soup and fidget spinners.
Well, what is a fidget spinner, firstly?
Do you really not know? A fidget spinner, it's all the rage at the moment. You get them in different shapes and sizes, and you spin it on your finger, and it just spins round.
Right.
Lee, I've got one here. If you want to...
Yes. So that is the fidget spinner. You place it on the finger and you basically just spin it round, and it's quite relaxing.
Where were you when you were fidgeting with this?
We were in a restaurant, me and my friend.
But if you're in a restaurant eating soup, surely you wouldn't be spinning things on your finger.
Yeah.
I did not say I was eating soup.
Were you eating soup?
Yes.
But you seem very adept
But I
with
didn't
that.
say I was eating soup,
No,
because it landed in his soup.
Okay. Describe the scene. You're in a restaurant. Who are you with?
I'm with Eddie the Hat, who's a mate of mine.
Eddie the Hat.
Eddie the Hat.
Is that a nickname or is he a hat?
No, he's...
Have you befriended a hat?
He's, no, he's Eddie the Hat because he's a nickname we have because...
I don't care.
Weirdly, he never wears hats.
Now, so you're having a meal with Eddie.
Eddie the Hat.
Where's Matthew?
Matthew is sat, I would say, not a million miles away from the distance he is now, so a little bit nearer, so...
At the next table?
Well, yes.
So you're having soup with one hand and
Doing this.
using the spinner with the other, is that right?
I'd had the last few mouthfuls, the bowl was still there, and then, as we all do, well, since I stopped smoking, I decided to have a quick spin. And you can still spin in a restaurant. They haven't started the rule we have to spin outside.
OK.
Did you feel, as you were eating the soup, a bit of spinning coming on?
I did. I always do towards the end of a particularly...
Do you, after breakfast, do you spin with your cup of coffee?
Every opportunity to stop my hands feeling busy. It was something the therapist told me to do.
I think it's to keep your hands busy is the expression, not stop my hands feeling busy. Those are the words of a maniac.
It keeps my hands calm because I'm always wanting to do things with my hands. Like at the moment, I want to punch David in the face.
So, there you are. You're having a post-soup spin.
I'm having a little spin.
What happens?
So I'm spinning away, and Eddie the Hat's talking about things, you know, and he's quite impressed. He's going, you can really spin that quite fast, can't you? I said, oh, yeah. And I got a little bit carried away, and I really went for a massive one. It flew off. The spinner landed in the soup, and then an explosion of tomato soup went all over his shirt, his jacket, and his trousers.
Wow. What happened to the spinner?
He took the spinner out like that. He was disgusted at me. He gave it back. I didn't help matters by going, yep, still working.
We need an answer. So, David's team, is Matthew Richard's atheist ally, Clive's cameraless cameraman, or could it be Lee's dirty diner?
Well, he's got strong arms, he's wiry, he could be a cameraman.
He looks like a cameraman.
He could also, of course, eat in a restaurant, because anyone can.
Yeah, but...
And he looks about the right age to have been at school with Richard. Do you see the problem?
I would say Clive.
And do you think?
I think Clive... Yep, he's the
definitely
cameraman.
think Clive. Well,
Defo.
I think it's Richard.
What?
Yeah.
It sounds to me like the truth is somewhere between Clive and Richard.
No, I'm not going to overrule. We'll say Clive.
Thank you.
OK, they're saying that it's Clive. Matthew, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Matthew, and Richard and I did start an atheist club.
Yes, Matthew is Richard's atheist ally. Thank you very much, Matthew. Thank you.